How is everybody doing right now? How is everybody doing right now? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Don't mind me singing. God is good. Give God the glory that we woke up this morning. And also, I want to say, hopefully, if you're not having a good day, hopefully it gets a lot better. But God bless to each and every one of y'all that's in the building right now. Um, we're going to talk about the Vikings. We're also going to talk about the divisional round. There's two amazing games tomorrow for the NFL playoffs, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it is so hard to call this year. This is probably one of the best playoffs, in my honest opinion. Even though my Vikings ain't in the playoffs, I'm very, very excited for these games. I'm just being real. I'm very excited for these upcoming games, and yeah. So the question or the title of the video. Let me just put this real quick. Gotta exit this real quick. All right. So the question of the video is Kevin O'Connell the right coach for the Vikings? And also, we're going to talk about Bills versus Broncos and 49ers versus Seahawks. NFL talk with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Honestly, can I keep it real with you? We're gonna start with the Kevin O'Connell question. We're gonna start with the Kevin O'Connell question. Is Kevin O'Connell the right coach for the Vikings? I would say that he has the potential to be a very, very, very good coach. I know people already giving him that title already. They think he's a great coach. Some people think he's a great coach. I don't give Kevin O'Connell that. Shout out to Mike in the building. Salute to you, my guy. He said, I don't think Kevin O'Connell is a good head coach. His claim to fame was coaching Stafford. Yes. Yes, in the Super Bowl. Yep. In the Super Bowl. Yep. He won the Super Bowl with coaching Stafford, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, by the way, and will be in the Hall of Fame. That's another thing we have to put there. But I will say this. Right now, is he the right coach for the Vikings? A lot of questions, right, Mike? A lot of questions because one side of me wants to believe in this guy so much, right? Because he's the head coach, obviously, right? And the other side of me is I have question marks because I just can't get over this. I know people try to make excuses. They keep making excuses after excuses after excuses. And I don't know why they keep making excuses, but the facts are the facts. Regardless of all the injuries, the offensive line, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Regardless of all of that, I keep seeing the 49ers with all these injuries. And for some reason, they seem like they're still playing well. So how can the 49ers be in the playoffs and they had pretty much their whole team hurt? Brock Purdy was hurt. Fred Warner was hurt. Or is hurt, my bad. Is hurt, missing the whole year. You have Nick Bosa missing the whole year. One of the best tackles of all time, missing some games, missing some playing time, but they still was able to keep afloat. So why is it that some Viking fans use the injury excuse, right? Because that's why coaching matters so much in the NFL and shout out to Star Wars in the building. Coaching matters so much in the NFL because even though you might be battling through injuries, you have to have that good head coach, a good leader to be able to balance that, meaning make the adjustments that you need to make so you can keep afloat, so you can keep the ship afloat. Your ship is going to sink if you don't make adjustments to what you have on the field. Now, shout out to Mary in the building. This is what I would say, right? I'm going to give you a perfect example, right? Kyle Shanahan, the coach of the Niners, right? When Kittle got hurt against the Eagles, and I'm not sure who watched the game with me, but I think Mike watched the game with me. When one of the best tight ends got hurt, I don't know if it was Achilles. I think it was Achilles, right? Out for the whole game. Kyle Shanahan made an adjustment that nobody thought was going to happen. Obviously, I'm not going to think because I'm not a Niners fan. I don't know all the players on the team. They had the bull Kyle something, the fullback. I'm not saying he's a tight end, but they was utilizing him to catch the ball. That was the adjustment that Kyle Shanahan made, even though he lost the best tight end, one of the best tight ends in the game, and pretty much his best receiver in the game, right? That's playing with the 49ers right now. You can't name another receiver another guy that can catch the ball better than Kittle. So how is it that Kyle Shanahan can make these adjustments? And that's why I got so much respect for the 49ers. And that's why I'm kind of like, I wish I could say that they're going to win against the Seahawks. I just don't know if they can do it. There's too many injuries. But my whole thing is this. If you had these injuries, make the adjustments. And this is another thing that really irritates me because people keep giving Kevin O'Connell so many excuses for some reason. Let's talk about it. J.J. McCarthy is pretty much a rookie, right? And you see your rookie struggling. You see him struggling. You can't tell me. We all seen him struggle parts of this season. Why did it take you until week 14 to make the adjustments so our rookie quarterback can do better? How does that make sense? And I'm going to get to y'all comments. I just got to get this out real quick. How does that make sense? It's almost as you were being so stubborn, like, all right, my playbook is what I want to run, regardless of what JJ McCarthy's doing on that field. I don't care what he's doing. I'm going to still call the plays, and then we'll see what happens. But then what happened, right? Somebody went to him, whether it was crazy ownership, I don't know, a combination of both, and said, bro, you got to figure something out to try to get our young quarterback to play better. And then he admitted, I don't know why he said this, but I was right this whole entire time. I was literally right the whole time. Simplify the freaking play calling. Make it work for him. And he simplified the play calling. And then what happens with J.J. McCarthy? J.J. McCarthy looks so much better. So much better. So that's why I had the question, is he the right coach for the Vikings? Because if the people that believe in J.J. McCarthy, which I believe in J.J. McCarthy, if you believe in J.J. McCarthy and you want him to do well, right? We all want him to do well. Is Kevin O'Connell going to make sure the play calling matches his talent? That's a question. That's a question for everybody. Let me read some of the comments. JC back with the Phillies. I love it. I love it. Happy Friday. Tough question. I believed in him so much, and now I have questions and doubts, and I wish I didn't. Mary, you're like 100. Like we're the same when it comes to that. Like I want to believe in him so bad, right? But at the same time, what I seen, what he was like, how his play calling was with JJ McCarthy for the whole year, I said it's not fair to JJ McCarthy, and I understand. He made some plays that he probably shouldn't have made, but at the end of the day, he's a rookie, right? I look at him as a rookie, and technically he's not a rookie, but he's a rookie in my eyes. So it's like, why can't you figure something out? And then you have debatably the best wide receiver in the game, and you can't find a way to get him the ball. He struggled to get 1,000 receiving yards this year. I can almost guarantee you, if Justin Jefferson was on the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan will make sure he gets the ball. I promise you, he will make sure he get the ball. And it wouldn't be this complicated. It wouldn't be this complicated. His no adjustments postseason, his lack of adjustments during the season, his willingness to run Wentz into the ground. That is a good point. The Wentz thing is such a nobody wants to talk about that as well. I was kind of frustrated because I said, how is he able to play with this? Would he have like a harness or something on his shoulder? And you could tell he couldn't throw. You could just tell he was hurt. This man crying on the sideline, and you still sending him out there. I know he's a football player. You gotta fight through injuries. I get it, but it comes a point where you gotta save a player from themselves. And I just feel like when it came to JJ McCarthy, which I understand, you want him to be the franchise. He missed like how many weeks prior to that game that we're talking about that knocked out Carson Wentz for the remainder of the season. So why can't he play through some pain when it comes to his high ankle sprain? This is before the hand injury. We talking about the high ankle sprain. Why couldn't he play through some pain? So I just don't understand some of the decisions. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. And if you didn't want to see J.J. McCarthy, if he really couldn't play, why didn't you just play Max Brosmer? Okay, you might lose anyway, but at least you could see what you got in Max Brosmer early on. But you play a quarterback with a dislocated shoulder, a torn labrum, what is it, a fractured socket. You play him. You play the guy that's the most hurt out of everybody on the team. That's the guy you play, which makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's just how I feel about that. And that's why I got so much love for Carson Wentz. I got a lot of love for Carson Wentz because of that. Adjustments, so very important. Facts. Kyle Dodgers. Oh, wow. That's what's up, Seth. What's going on, Chris for real in the building? What's going on, brother? What's going on, everybody? Everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. Not all, but some. So shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I see Break Forever. I see Travis in the building. What's going on? I see Cody in the building. I see a lot of people in the building. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. And we're going to talk about the playoffs as well. That bothered me, as did how he dealt with, oh my gosh, play calling lose. Yes, know your player's strengths. And that bothered me so much about the Carson Wentz. I understand he's getting paid millions of dollars. I understand he's a professional athlete. But it comes a time when you know your player can't throw the ball. Why do you still have him out there? His shoulder had a harness or some type of brace on it to begin with. And then he's getting hit, landing on his shoulder most likely, and he messed it up even more. And you still keep him out there for the whole entire game until, what was it, like 3 minutes left in the game? And then you put Max Brosmer in. Then something is messed up about that. And I hope I'm not the only Viking. I know Mary's talking about it, but I hope I'm not the only Viking fan. I'm pretty sure there's more. I'm just saying that sees that as a big concern. And that's a concern to me. Because now I'm thinking to myself, would you do that for J.J. McCarthy? Would you have that man out there and you clearly know that the man can't, something's wrong with him, but you just have him out there? This ain't the Super Bowl, bro. This is not the Super Bowl. This is not the playoffs. I understand they got to play through injuries. But at the same time, the man can't throw. That's part of being a quarterback. Am I missing something? Part of being a quarterback is throwing the ball. If he can't throw it, what are we doing? Get rid of Kevin O'Connell for Mike Tomlin. Rather have him. He has been a Super Bowl. He had Big Ben. Mike can help him. Rather have experience. Kevin O'Connell can't win one playoff game. You know what? Let me say this, Cody. I don't know about the Mike Tomlin. I would love Mike Tomlin, but I don't know what he's even. The reason why I don't even talk about Mike Tomlin, I don't talk about the big name coaches because we still have Kevin O'Connell as the head coach. The Vikings are not getting rid of Kevin O'Connell until after this season. If we don't make the playoffs, then I'm about 75% sure they're going to fire him. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. If we don't make the playoffs this season in 2026 NFL season, if we don't make the playoffs and we look bad, they will fire Kevin O'Connell. But this is what I was saying my last live stream. I said, this is the best time to get a head coach. You got Mike Tomlin available. You had John available. You could have had Brian Flores. You know what I'm saying? He's in the building right now. Brian Flores available. There's other coaches that we're not even talking about right now. But the big name is John and Mike Tomlin. You get what I'm saying? I would have loved to have John as a listen, bro. Both of them are Super Bowl champions. Both of them get to the playoffs a lot, and they know how to win. And I would love for that to happen. But at the end of the day, I don't even try to think about it because at the end of the day, Kevin O'Connell is the head coach, and he ain't going nowhere until after this season. Yeah, shout out to Chris Real. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Break Forever. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Still hurts to think that Wentz laying on the field is so much pain, and he didn't stop it. Exactly, Mary. I'm disappointed in that. Yeah, what's up, Mike? Bradford said that tackle on the high ankle sprain was a horse collar, but it was on called skull. Yeah, he was hurt. I'm not saying that J.J. McCarthy wasn't hurt, but what I will say is this: keep that same energy with every player, man. Don't just let somebody just go out there and like potentially in his career any hit could be the end of your career. You can't play scared, but that man couldn't throw the ball, and you had Carson Wentz out there just I don't know what they were trying to do. Shout out to Mr. Hogan. He said Phillies resigned JT. Yes, I heard about that, bro. I love it. Yes. What's up? Who you got winning this year? All right, so let's get to the playoff talk. Everybody that's in the building, let's get to the playoff talk. All right, so listen. Oh yeah, John signed with the Giants. Yup. All right, so look, we got the Bills, Broncos, and 49ers and Seahawks tomorrow, right? Leave in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win? Bills or Broncos? Right? Let's start with that game first. Put Bills or Broncos. Who put the name of the team you think is going to win that game? Bills or Broncos? I keep going back and forth. I want to go Bills because I'm a Josh Allen guy. Those who know, I mess with Josh Allen. He's my favorite quarterback in the game, to be honest with you. I think he has I want him to win a Super Bowl so bad because I don't want him to go down. And I say this respectfully. I'm not trying to come at Dan Marino. I know it's a team sport, but Dan Marino is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time without a Super Bowl, right? And I don't want Josh Allen to be that. I want Josh Allen to get a Super Bowl before it's too late. So I'm going Bills, baby. That's my final decision. I'm going Bills. It's gonna beat the Broncos. Let me get a realistic score because I know the Broncos got a great defense. But I gotta give you a realistic score. And I need the Bills defense to get a couple of turnovers. Get me 2 turnovers, bro. Get me 2 turnovers on Bo Nix and stop the run. All right, so I got the Bills winning. Hold on, y'all. I got the Bills winning. 27. All right, 27-24. 27-24. Field goal, game-winning field goal. I got the Bills winning, y'all. That's my final decision, y'all. I understand the Broncos got a good defense. I understand that Bo Nix is playing pretty darn good himself. I understand yada, 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 yada. I'm going with my guy Josh Allen for this game, y'all. I'm going with Josh Allen for this game. You know what I mean? And I know that, and honestly, let me just say this. For all the Bronco fans in the comments, Broncos can easily win this game. They're at home. I get it. I'm going with the Bills because of Josh Allen, and I just feel like Josh Allen magic will happen. There's going to be some Josh Allen magic in a good way. He's going to use his feet. He's going to use his arm, of course. He's going to do what he has to do. He ain't going to turn the ball over one time. He's going to make the accurate throws. He's going to run and get first downs with his feet. And he's going to, the offensive line is going to keep him upright. And he's going to throw dimes all day. Josh Allen, I need you to play elite against this defense and make a statement and get past the Broncos because you're going to need probably the best game of his life for going against this Broncos team. This defense ain't no joke. And I understand I always go defense over offense, but this game, I'm not. I'm going Bills. I'm going Bills, y'all. Broncos upset Bills. Okay. Bills and Seahawks. Okay. You got Bills and Seahawks. So you got Seahawks so you know what? I said I got the same thing. Mary. Me and you on the same page. I got the Bills beating the Broncos, and I got the Seahawks beating the Niners. And by the way, I will be going live for one of these games or both of these games. If I go live for the Bills-Broncos game, I have to let my soundboard charge up. So the time I let it charge up from the first game, I'll probably be a quarter missing I might miss like a quarter of the Seahawks and 49ers game. So I just want to let y'all know. If I go live for the Bills-Broncos game, I'm going to miss at least 1/4 probably of the Niners and Seahawks game. So just letting y'all know, I'm going to start a little bit late because I let my soundboard charge up. I want to be fully charged. I don't want the thing dying on me in the middle of the live stream and then y'all can't hear me, and that's not going to be a good look. So let's see what y'all say. I got a lot of Bills. Okay. So, all right. So Bills. Josh Allen went to school to 25 minutes from Colorado border. Elway snubbed him in the draft and talked. He's coming for yes. I love Josh Allen. before they signed him to that max contract, I was one of the few Viking fans that said, I want to give up 3. I don't care. I'll give up 3 first-round picks for him in a heartbeat. It is what it is. Go get him. Go get him. It didn't happen, so it is what it is. We can't even talk about it now. We can't even talk. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is. I can't talk about it. So it didn't happen. So, but yeah, Josh Allen's a straight up freaking dog, bro. I'm cheering for that man. I really am. He said, my boy said the Bills have to want it too, though. They always have a suspect. No. They gotta, Mike. They're gonna have to step up, Mike. That's my point. The wide receiver's gonna have to step up. The defense is gonna have to do something. I need a turnover or 2. At least get me 1 turnover. And if you don't get a turnover, make it like 3 and outs. Don't let them listen. As long as you don't give up touchdowns, bend, don't break. That's how I look at it. If you give up field goals, okay. Don't give up touchdowns. That's all that matters to me. I don't listen. The Broncos could go on a 20-play drive and waste 9 minutes off that clock and get a field goal. It would suck because the defense will be tired, but at the same time, they only got a field goal. So keep it close, and then we'll see what happens at the end. Bills. Josh will defeat the Broncos. Okay. Vikings suck. Roll on Chicago Bears. Hey, listen, bro. Let me talk to you real quick. What's your name? Daniel Smith. Shout out to you, brother. God bless to you and your family. I just want to say this, brother. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, if we suck, then y'all suck because we beat y'all already. We beat y'all. I know we're not in the playoffs, but we beat y'all. It'd be different if you swept us and you almost lost the second game. Don't forget that. Let's talk facts. Let's not just say things just to sound like to make it sound good. We beat y'all and you beat us, and you almost lost twice. You almost got swept like the Lions did. You know how we swept the Lions this season? Y'all almost got swept as well. So I just want to put that out there. I got love for you, my brother. But next year, hey, listen, we're gonna beat the brace off of you, and you better hope you win against the Rams. All that yapping, you better hope you win against the Rams. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't done yet. Y'all ain't get to the Super Bowl yet. Y'all ain't get there yet. So just slow your roll a little bit, my brother. Slow your roll a little bit, brother, because I'm one of the dudes, right? I invite the smoke. See, you talk trash to me. Guess what? I'm going to talk trash right back to you. And it is what it is. But when we see you next season, we're going to beat the brakes off of you. And another thing I want to say to you, my brother, you're going against the MVP. You better hope, listen, keep that same energy in the chat. If they beat the brakes off of you, come back to the chat and talk that talk. I had to get that off my chest. My bad, y'all. Bills win again in the last minute game. I love it. What's going on, everybody? All right, Break Forever said Josh Allen is a bad man. Yes. Facts. He said Jags were the toughest challenge for the Bills in the AFC. You think so? David thinks that the Jags were the toughest. Wow. I don't know about that, brother. I don't know about that because I can look at the Texans as a tough team to go against. I can look at the Patriots as a tough team to go against. I don't know, man. But I will say the Jags were a better overall team than the Bills. But guess who they have in the Jags don't have? The Bills got that bull Josh Allen, and the Jags, they don't got that guy. I say that respectfully speaking to all you Jag fans out there. He said, like, comment. Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for some primetime games. We will be going live for tomorrow's game. Maybe both of them or just one of them. And we're also going to be going live for every Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. I'm just a Viking fan talking about my favorite team. And we have a lot of fun on this channel. You know, I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on around the world. And I just want people to be able to come to this channel and just have fun and be themselves. The goal of this channel is to, you know, build a true YouTube family and like, just have a good time. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to be super serious on this channel. We're just going to have a good time and talk about, like, even if you're not a Viking fan, ask me a question about your team. We could definitely talk about it. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate you. And Happy New Year to everybody that's in the building. All right, let's go. Shuts down Josh Allen. Oh, you think so? Are we going to see Cody? What's up, brother? Let's go. We didn't do good this year, but we will be back. Hey, listen, bro. We did better than what a lot. Listen, how we started this season is not how we ended this season. See, let me say that one more time. How we started this season is not how we ended this season. So I'm feeling real good right now. The only thing I'm not feeling good about is the Brian Flores stuff, and then I'm not feeling good about because there's a big mystery with the quarterback because I want them to say this is what I really wish they would have said. JJ McCarthy's the guy. Since they let it be an open-ended question where they not really saying that he's the starting quarterback in 2026, I got some concerns about that. But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But I'm confident we'll bounce back. I mean, I put out a short. By the way, everybody check out my latest short. I was talking about if we lose Brian Flores, will the Vikings be awful? Go check out that short when you get a chance. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Josh Allen from University of where's that? Oh, yeah, listen, I don't know where it's at, but he don't even matter because he's one of the best. Josh Allen's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I got Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the game, honestly. I got him and Patrick Mahomes. And then I got other quarterback that's up there. You know, Joe Burrow when he's healthy. I got Lamar Jackson when he's healthy. And I'm missing somebody. Oh, Matthew Stafford is special as well. There's some great quarterbacks in the game right now. So, and then you got up and coming quarterbacks like Drake May. You got CJ Stroud struggling a little bit, but I like CJ Stroud. I know people ain't gonna like what I just said, but I like CJ. Also, Brock is something different. Listen, I haven't watched so much 49ers football in a while, and I'm actually happy I tuned in and started like doing like primetime games and stuff because I wouldn't know how good Brock Purdy. Like I look at it's different from looking at the highlights and then looking at the whole entire game. Like you can look at the highlights, oh, he's good. When you look at the whole entire game and you see what's happening during the game, he's different. Brock Purdy is different. He's a special quarterback. And that's why I'm a little nervous for the Seahawks. But I feel like the Seahawks are going to win because they had the better overall team. And Sam Darnold, if he plays the way he needs to play, the Seahawks are winning this game. Like, I don't see how the Niners can win because they're so hurt. Now, if the Niners were 100% healthy, I'm choosing the Niners. Imagine them being 100% healthy. That would be scary. They might mess around with the Super Bowl. That's how special the 49ers are this year. It's crazy. It's crazy how hurt they are, and they're still this good. I don't understand it. It don't make sense. I mean, Super Bowl, it's going to be Rams versus Bills. All right, yeah. I got you. You got Rams versus Bills. That could be a good one. Rams going to kill the Bears. You think so, Travis? That's why I put 307 after my name. What's going on? Okay. I mean, only thing that worries me about the Rams, they're been a second half team. Oh, yeah. They got to start fast and end good as well. I meant the Bills to win it all. Yup, I got you, bro. You got the Bills to win it all. You know what? That could happen, but I'm just trying to take it one game at a time. You know, at this point right now, I don't even want to look at the Super Bowl right now. I just want them to get past whoever gets to the AFC Championship game, whoever gets to the NFC Championship game. I'm not even trying to look at the Super Bowl. I'm trying my hardest not to look too far in the future because these are all these teams, anything can happen. Nobody can literally be like, all right, it's a guarantee. Like these playoffs, there's no guarantees, especially in the divisional round. The wild card round was amazing. The divisional round is going to be crazy. And we already know the championship is going to be amazing. The Super Bowl is going to be amazing. Like, I'm trying to enjoy every little bit of this playoffs. Even though my Vikings are not in the playoffs, I'm trying to enjoy every little moment because this playoffs is amazing. Nobody can sit here. Even if your team is not in the playoffs, if you love football, this has to you should be able to enjoy this play for the NFL. This has been for me personally, besides the Minneapolis Miracle, this has been absolutely amazing, fun to watch. It's meant to be. Just hope we have a great weekend of football. Yes, I think we will. Talk that talk. You already know, Mary. North Carolina, checking in. Shout out to North Carolina. Also, my boy Caleb. He's sneakily playing above. No, man. Let me be honest with you. As a Viking fan, Everybody that's in the building, make sure you super Hawk smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And we're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. But let me say this to my guy, Supersonic Silver. As a Viking fan, I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I want us to beat the brakes off of y'all. I ain't gonna say here in cap, but the one thing about Caleb is he's playing amazing. I ain't trying to give y'all too much respect, but I will admit, from last year to this year is night and day. And in a lot of Viking fans, they might not want to admit, but imagine. I'm not gonna say that. All I'm gonna say is this: Caleb is playing amazing football. He has to keep it up, and sky's the limit for when it comes to his talent. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. If he can get to his first NFC Championship game, that's gonna be big time for the Bears. Like, real talk. And they have a good chance, you know. They're going against a tough team in the Rams, but at the end of the day, anything can happen. You know what I mean? Their defense can step up. They're in Chicago, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They already said McCarthy was the guy before, and then he did bad for most of the season. Maybe it's a good thing they said that. Oh, goodness gracious. As a Bears fan, I also throw Love into the top 5 convo. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about top 5. I'll probably put him in the 10, but I can't put him in top 5. I like Love, but I can't put him in top 5. I do like Love. He has his moments. He's kind of like CJ Stroud. Like, sometimes he looks like he's like, he playing like an MVP. And then the next moment, he playing like, you know what. So, I don't know. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, Break Forever. Niners sneaky scary. Yes. I'm afraid Flores is going to. Mary, I'm sorry to say this. I said that I give about 75% chance that Brian Flores leaves the Vikings. I give it about that high. I give us a 25% chance to keep him. I just think there's too many teams out there that need a quarterback, like my boy Mike was saying. And when that Ravens spot opened up, and now you got the Steelers spot opening up, the Giants is gone. You got the Browns, you got the Raiders. I think there's some more teams too. So listen, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep him. I have Seahawks versus Bills. I like that. Zay, I like that, though. That's a good one. Right now, it's probably Stafford, May, Williams, Purdy. Yeah, Love, and then Prescott. New Orleans quarterback looking in from the outside. Yeah. Every time there's a new Seahawks are number 1 seed in the Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll see if they can do it again, though. The Rams versus the Bills Super Bowl match, I'm telling you. Okay. Rams versus Bills. Yeah, not a single team. Oh, shout out to Adventures is super dominant from the whole season. Yes, totally get where you come from. Yeah, there's not really one team that I could just be like, oh, they're going to definitely run the table and just beat everybody. Like, there's nobody. Everybody's like equal almost. Like, there's some weaknesses on every team, obviously, but then there's these teams where you're like, okay, they got the better quarterback, but they don't got the better team. So it's like, it's a mixture. Like, I don't know where to even go with this playoffs, man. Because like I can see look, I got the Rams beating the Bears, right? But the Bears could easily win that game as well. All right, so I got the Patriots beating the Texans, but I can see the Texans beating the Patriots, like literally. Then I got the Seahawks beating the 49ers. But then you could say that the 49ers is just something's with them where they just can't lose. And Brock Purdy's playing at an elite level. Even when he's not playing the best in the first quarter or the second quarter or whatever, he still just makes so many plays that makes up for those bad plays. And he's just an amazing quarterback. And then when you go to the Bills and Broncos, you got probably the best quarterback that's in the playoffs right now in Josh Allen, versus debatably the best defense in the NFL right now, the Broncos. I think it's the Texans defense, but some people will probably say the Broncos, which I'm not mad at that. So this is so hard to call any of these games where it's like, oh, that's a guaranteed L. That's a guaranteed win. None of these games is guaranteed. None of them. Straight up. And this is why I love what I'm seeing from the NFL right now, man. This is competition. I love it. There's so many good quarterbacks in the game right now. I love it. You know what I mean? I don't like it when it's just one or two teams, dog. They're going to get all the way to the final, not to the final, get to the Super Bowl. I don't want that. I want it to be like this. This is where if the NFL trying to make money, this is what you need to do it. This is what it needs to be like every single season. That's why we need these quarterbacks to be healthy, but we got to figure out a way for the defense to be, we need to figure out a way for the defense to be able to play defense when it comes to hitting these quarterbacks. I understand head-to-head contact, but I like I said, it's a bang-bang play with some of these tackles, and say that the defensive player has his head on the side about to tackle him, but the quarterback drops his head to the side at the same time. Or he drops his head on the side last second, and it's a penalty. So how can you knock the defense for that play? So it's like, it's very hard for the defense to play. It's like roughing the passer, like for the simplest things. And I understand you got to protect the quarterback, but at the same time, the defense needs to be able to play. Samuel and Oliver back to the Bills. Yup. I don't want Brian Flores as my Ravens coach. I want Clint QB. Okay. I like Clint. So many teams are interested in Flores. Yes. It's a lot of teams. So this is why I say it's about a 25% chance he's staying with us. So at 100, I give it 25. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Gonzo? What's good, brother, man? Hey, bro. What's good with you, bro? How you doing? I don't know what's good. What's good, brother? Hey, what's your Rams gonna do, brother? I know you want your Rams. What's the final score? What's the final score for your Rams, brother? Shout out to my guy, Gonzo, man. What's good, brother? So many teams interested. Yep. He's the belle of the. Yes, everyone wants to dance with him. Yeah. Skull. Yeah, Skull. Win 13-10. Hey, listen. That game, I don't think it's gonna be that low scoring, bro. I think the Bears and the Rams gonna score some points. I got the Rams beating the Bears, but like I said, man, this could go either way, bro. Like, I wouldn't be surprised either way. And this is why I love, like, this year's playoffs is amazing. It's been definitely a big question mark for every game for the playoffs, even in the wild card round. The wild card round has been that was the best wild card round I've probably ever seen, for real. So, man, it could go either way. Another game that we haven't really talked about, I know a lot of people are going to go Seahawks versus 49, so I'm going to go to the Texans and Patriots. That's another game that a lot of people, they're not talking about as much, I don't think. I don't see people talking about that game. And I think that game is going to be amazing. I think the Patriots going to get the dub. But at the end of the day, man, them Texans is tough. I would not be surprised if Brian Flores returns to the Steelers. Man, I wouldn't be surprised. Going to be too cold. Both teams going to play in it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's going to be cold. Probably windy. I'm not really sure if it's going to snow. But you're right, though. That's why I think, yeah, that's true. It's going to be cold. I still feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game. Then again, you might be right because, like you said, it's cold. It's going to affect their play. If it's windy, especially. I know I keep hearing about, can the Rams play in the cold? Well, guess what? The Bears got to play in the cold as well. I'm not saying that they're not used to it, but, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game. Tough game for both. You said Mike for head coach. Hey, listen, listen. I don't know, man. Are you talking about for the Vikings? Listen, I would be the offensive coordinator. I don't want to be the head coach. I'd be the offensive coordinator. Nah, I don't want to be no president. Heck no. Too much responsibility, too stressful. I wouldn't want it. You know what happened? Listen, I would have, and ain't nothing wrong with having gray hair, but I would have all gray hair by the first month. I'm cool. I can't do it. I could not do it. Listen, that's a job you got to really want. I would never want to be the president of the United States, and I say that respectfully because that's probably one of the hardest jobs, one of the biggest responsibilities. I am good on that. I would not. I give the president's credit for wanting that job. I'm cool. They can keep that. They can keep that title. They can keep that responsibility. It's too much going on around the whole entire world, and I am good on that. I am good on that. That Stafford 1-9 in cold stat fake. Oh man, I've been to two games where it was 30 degrees and we still won. Yeah, I think Stafford. Stafford's the MVP. He the best quarterback probably this year. I think the best quarterback is Josh Allen in general, and Patrick Mahomes is up there as well, of course. But Matthew Stafford had a great season, and I think that's part of the reason why I feel like they're going to beat the Bears. I'm looking at experience over youth. You know what I mean? Ben Johnson is a first-time head coach. Caleb Williams, this is his first time being in the playoffs. So I'm going with experience. I'm going with a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford and his coach, and they have. I love y'all defensive line. I think you're going to get after Caleb Williams and put pressure on him. The one thing about Caleb, which is crazy, well, not really crazy, he's super athletic, but when he gets in trouble, that man does not hold on to the ball. He will throw that ball away in a heartbeat. That man does not care about statistics. He's like, I'm going to throw this ball away. I'm not taking no hits. I ain't taking no sacks. And he's very hard to bring down. He's strong. He's stronger than what he probably looks. Like, you can't really bring him down with an arm tackle. You got to really tackle that man to get him down. But it's going to be it's going to be challenging. Very challenging. Rams played in a blizzard game last year. They almost knocked off the Super Bowl champions in the blizzard. Yeah, that's true. Super Bowl champions in the blizzard. Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be a tough game, man. I gotta make sure. It's so hard to pick what games to go live for because I want to go live for all these games, but it just depends. But I definitely want to try to go live for that Rams and Bears game. And I want to definitely go live for the Seahawks and 49ers, but it's tough to make a choice. I didn't say what president, maybe I meant president of you talking about president of Raisin Bread. Yeah, I got you. Josh Allen is a fraud. And I'm a Josh Allen. What? He's a fraud. Hey, listen, I was literally talking about Josh Allen, this is one of those moments, right, where I feel like he's such a great quarterback in my opinion. I don't want him to be I'm not coming at Dan Marino, but he's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I never won a Super Bowl, and I don't want Josh Allen to be that next guy that's so talented, so gifted, can make every throw, super athletic, and he just never won a Super Bowl. So I'm hoping that the Bills defense can make some plays and can get the ball back to Josh Allen, and Josh Allen plays well, so we can see if he can get a Super Bowl because, it's very hard to win a Super Bowl, man. And that would suck to have one of the best quarterbacks right now for how many years he been in the NFL, not win a Super Bowl. But it happens. It happens all the time. It happens in the NBA. It happens in the NFL. It happens in MLB. It happens in every major sport. There's some players that they could be all world, really good, but they just never get the Super Bowl or they never get the championship. It's hard. It's hard. Oh yeah, I had to. What up, Philly Vikings? What's good, brother? When you win first team all pro quarterback, you're 99.5% winning the MVP, which Matthew won first team all pro, and it wasn't even close. Yeah, Matthew Stafford was amazing this whole entire season. And I understand MVP is a regular season award, but I really listen. Who they play the first game? Who the Rams play? I forgot who they played the first dang on game. The Panthers. Was the Panthers? It was the Panthers. And that game went down to the very end. No, was it the Panthers? No, it wasn't the Panthers. Who the Rams play? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, they did play the Panthers. They did. It was the Panthers. Okay. At the end of the game, he just made that clutch throw and made it happen, man. I forgot who. Was it a tight end? I forgot who it was, but He's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. When you win first team, I read that. He wins big games, but he picked to win the Super Bowl, and he does everything but that. That's true. He got Charles Barkley's a perfect example. Charles Barkley's a perfect example in the NBA. But yeah, hopefully Gonzo they hopefully he does better. That's all I can say. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, he has to do better, and on top of that, his team has to play better because, football is one of the most, it's like an ultimate team sport. Your special teams has to be on point, and we all know what field goal kickers do. You don't want to put the game on the line for a field goal kicker. I hate it. I hate it because they'll drive all the way down the field. There's like 5 seconds left, 3 seconds left in the game, and then it'll be like a 40-yard field goal or like a 30-yard field goal, and your field goal kicker will kick it far right or far left. That's why you have to make sure, you can't put all the responsibility to win a playoff game on a field goal kicker. That sucks, man. It sucks. And they kick it far left. You're like, man. So we'll see what happens. I'm a Rams fan. I'm okay with him not getting it. Okay. Why is that though, Gonzo? Texas. You got Texas beating the Patriots? Oh, yeah, Kobe Parkins. Yeah. He received the touchdown. That was a nice behind throw, man. It's just like you give Matthew Stafford too much time. He one of the few quarterbacks that if you give him, I'm talking about like get a touchdown. You give him a minute and 30 seconds and between a minute and 30 seconds and 2 minutes or whatever like that, something between a minute and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you give him too much time because when you talk about there's only a few quarterbacks that I'm like, okay, they could win the game at the end. I got Patrick Mahomes, obviously. I got Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen. Right now, if you give those quarterbacks too much time, you're going to get cooked. You're going to get cooked. There's not many quarterbacks that you could be like, oh, it's a guarantee. They're going to get a touchdown. I would say Drake May, but he's so young, and we haven't seen too much of him in the playoffs. We did see what he did in his first game in the playoffs, but we'll see what he does against debatably the best defense in the game, and that's the Texans. The Texans defense with Danielle Hunter and Anderson. We'll see if the Patriots can keep Drake May upright enough to make plays. But was their backup tight end? Yeah, and that's crazy. That's their backup tight end. MVPs don't usually win. That's true, though. That means more to me. Yeah, that's true. Hey, listen, Gonzo. You know I'm a Viking fan. You know how I feel, man. I'm just trying to get one. I'm just trying to get one Super Bowl, man. I'm just trying to get one Super Bowl. And my team, none of my teams won a Super Bowl. I seen 2 NFC Championship games. I never seen the Vikings get to the Super Bowl. So I get it. I believe that too. Like, the real MVP is the Super Bowl MVP. That's the real MVP. So I get it. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. See, yeah. But I'm just talking about but I know it counts when it comes to accolades as well. So if he wins he wins the regular season MVP and the Super Bowl MVP, I do my research. How many quarterbacks won the regular season MVP and in the same playoff year, same year, winning the Super Bowl MVP? I wonder how many quarterbacks accomplished that. I was at that playoff game. Oh, you was? Dang. I know you was screaming. That's funny. Yo, Holden, what's good, brother? 2 since the 99. Oh, wow, only 2? That's what I'm saying, man. It's rare, but the Rams got a good chance, man. You got one of the best coaches. I'm big on coaching. You got one of the best coaches in the game, one of the best play callers in the game. You got one of the best quarterbacks in the game. You got a very good defensive line. And I don't really know too much about y'all secondary, so I couldn't really tell you that. I'm not going to say here and cat, but I love your defensive line. I'm a big Jared Verse guy. I love Jared Verse. I actually wanted to draft him. I wanted to draft Verse, man. Listen, I'm a Dallas Turner guy. He's a Viking. But I was a verse guy more though. I was like, I want verse. But what's going on? Jennings, what's good? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Um, I saw my Ravens won 2 Super Bowls and my NBA team win 3 NBA titles and my MLB team never win. Yo, you know what? The only thing I seen, and I hate to admit to this, because I'm a Sixers fan, I'm a Phillies fan, I'm a Viking fan. And if you're wondering why I'm a Viking fan, because of Randy Moss, but I just want to say I never seen the Vikings win a Super Bowl. I never seen the Sixers win. I never seen the Sixers win a championship, and I only seen the Phillies win one World Series. Was it 2008 or 2009? And then the dang on stinking Yankees beat us the next following year, which I can't stand the Yankees. I would never like the Yankees. I can't stand them, and I can't stand New York teams. I can't stand the Mets. I can't stand the Yankees. Those are the 2 teams I can't stand the most in MLB. But yeah, I only seen one of my teams win a championship, and that's the Phillies. Yeah, sucks. Yeah, everything's everything. God is good, give God the glory. I woke up this morning and I'm just thankful to be able to talk to my YouTube family. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm about to get off in a few minutes, but shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate everybody that's vibing with me. But yeah, man. So I got all right, let's do this real quick for these other 2 games. So who you got winning? I know my boy Gonzo got the Rams winning. Rams versus Bears. Who you got winning this game? Rams versus Bears. I got the Rams winning. But like I said, it could go either way. But I just think the Rams is they already did it already. They already know how to win. But that's what makes the Bears dangerous because, listen, they like, yo, we're going to try some new things. We're going to give them different looks. And Ben Johnson's been amazing. Ben Johnson's been absolutely amazing. Zay, listen, I haven't won the Super Bowl, so I don't know how that feels, brother. We trying to get there. We trying to get there, bro. Chi-Town. Oh, you got Chi-Town? That could happen. Yes, Chris Real, hit the like button. Yes, thank you so much for that comment. I get it. Vibing with me because your name is Mike Sports Vibe. Right. Yeah. Yup. So it's a mixed bag with the Rams and Bears. It's a mixed bag. Some people think the Bears going to win. Some people think the Rams are going to win. But shout out to everybody in the building. I truly appreciate y'all. I will most likely be live for one of the games tomorrow, or probably both. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Share. If you know anybody that likes good vibes, that's a Viking fan or just likes football, tell them to subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes. Truly appreciate it. And they won it. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. God bless each and every one of y'all. Keep your head up. No matter what you're going through, God would always be with you. And yeah, until next time, peace out, y'all.